Oh yeah, we back with another episode of The Twisted Tea, where we bring you the news with a twist. Now, for those of you who haven't caught it, thank you for catching up and getting in. The Will and Jada situation was far from over, and that there was going to be even more things to start coming out. But what we didn't know was the things that was coming next. Now, Jada went out there and said she will always defend Will. So, with that being said, we got to take what comes next clearly with a grain of salt, because she's always going to defend him.
I'd run into Will a million times, and he really tried it for years. And I didn't even recognize that, right?
But Will hit the media recently. Well, let's be honest, like I just said, he's never left the media, especially after that whole thing. Basically, Jada's book tour. That's what she went on. She went on the tell-all, talking about she's finding herself as she's been running wild with her book tour.
I decided to sell drugs. I decided to sell crack cocaine.
In search of attention, and she's just letting us know what happened behind the scenes.
I haven't been able to get rid of them since.
So, with that, things have started to get even crazier. It doesn't come as much of a surprise because, well, some of the things we heard from Jada, like she said, she was on drugs in some of them years. And you know, like I know, some of those people on drugs just happen to do and say some crazy things.
What do you say about the allegations? There's like so many rumors. Anything you want to say?
We suing.
She said that they haven't been together in a long time. Yup, her and Will. They haven't been together in a long time, which makes me question a lot of things. So, if they had been living their separate lives, and that's what it seems like they were doing, while telling us the opposite, from what we know, Will Smith has been getting jiggy with it for some time now. Whether it's with Jada, Dwayne, Benny Medina, Quincy Jones, or even the lady he had his first child with, his first baby mama, he's been getting jiggy with it. And let's be honest, they divorce, ended really interesting, and I think that had to do with her knowing more information that she could even speak on. Just like Kim Porter. That's right, the baby mama of Puffy, who also knew more information that she could speak on, and when she chose to speak on it, we know what happened. That's right, the pot is on the stove and it is cooking. Matter of fact, everything is overboiling and the kitchen about to catch fire. We are now starting to understand why parents just don't understand. It's starting to make more sense. We know that the Fresh Prince was searching for independence and Independence Day. I'm just saying that the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air has been fresh for some time. Oh yeah, he can't even hide that anymore. And if there is one thing that we have learned about Will and Jada this year, it is that they have been the best at keeping secrets and living separate lives without letting the rest of the world in on their real behavior.
They're both bisexual, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship.
That's right, they've been lying to us while keeping their business out the media. I ain't mad at them, I get it. They would want to keep their business out the media with the mess they pulling. But I must say, TMZ, you done dropped the ball with this one. Cause how you didn't get the inside scoop? How everybody else getting interviews before you?
I went there to see the lifestyle, right? And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
Those poor kids.
Meek Mills, Bashir Gray, left that house screaming.
Now we starting to understand why the kids is acting the way they acting. They come out doing the things they doing. Those poor kids, man. Anyway, Brother Bilal, whom has been friends with Will for over 40 years and was his assistant, did an interview with Tasha K to announce some mind-blowing events.
The Dwayne dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will. It was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder.
Now, that's right. Dwayne was killing it over the couch. Dwayne Martin, who is an actor and friend of Will for years, refuses to comment on what was said. That's right, he pleads the fifth. Now, for those who don't know, Dwayne was married to Tisha Campbell, and they were also divorced. Well, when you do a little bit of digging, I want to say that Tisha, she was like, a man broke up our relationship. So we question that, how a man was able to break up their relationship. That's right. I wonder if she also saw something that she wasn't supposed to see and walked in on something she wasn't supposed to walk into. But she just know better, because she been in the game for a while, so she know, shh, don't say nothing. Rumor has it, Will was introduced to Jada through Dwayne. That's right. The same one they accusing of them being all lovey-dovey and puffy-puffy was introduced with through Dwayne. I question the motive of what was there. Now, there's clearly a lot going on at this point, and like I said, the kitchen is basically on fire with all of the claims and the remarks and the different things that have been taking place and all the different videos that are popping up. And
I want to talk to y'all for a minute about the power of perception.
It's getting messy around there. It's getting messy.
This ain't even real blue screen. It's 2019, y'all. Nothing's real.
You want to take steps back and look at some of Will's first roles, I
was wondering if I could fuck you.
He did have some interesting roles before he broke into Hollywood. For those who don't know, Benny Medina, whom was one of the producers on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, as well as Quincy Jones, whom we have seen all types of stuff hit the media for what goes on with them, and what we've heard Tupac stating that Quincy wanted him to stick it in the butt. And shortly after that, Tupac, he also went missing. Benny has also had some instances from other actors that have talked about it. He pulled out them casting couch moves on them. That's right. There's a lot going on behind the scenes.
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me if you could film me.
I'm still dealing with foolishness.
They grooming this one and grooming that one and setting this one up for this and setting that one up for that. Look, I say all of that to say this. The bigger question is whether or not these two actors and actresses, Will and Jada, are what they say they are. Because you never know. Jada might have even been getting down with Queen Latifah at one point. They were setting it off on Set It Off, So there's a lot that's in question, and we know she was always had her little love affair with Tupac that hasn't left, because she been throwing that out there. They got this nice little Hollywood thing being played out, and like Will told us, everything isn't what it seems, because that's exactly what he said. Things aren't what they seem. Things are created around here. You've seen how he's been doing his son for years, and we also see that his son, we see how his son's turned out and has turned up as telling Tyler, the creator, that's his boyfriend and this and that. Clearly he's seeing something and getting it from somewhere real close to home. You let me know what you think in the comments. Feel free to hit those buttons, like, subscribe. I'm sure there's more stuff that's going to keep popping up, especially with her book tour. As Jada said, we suing. And we'll see how far that goes. And when she does go to sue, I want to know if Dwayne even gonna jump on the stand of that, or he gonna continue to plead the fifth, because he knew, like Bilal said, he was blowing his back out, and he was like, yo, just keep it down out there, just keep it down. We get the quickie on set. Oh yeah. Anyways, thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Twisted Tea, where we bring you your news with a twist.
Man knows what a man needs.